So today I'm gonna talk with you about storytelling. It's actually the topic that I love talking the most. First of all, because I think everything that I achieved, it has to do with storytelling, but also my profession as a journalist in the first place. Our art, our profession is to tell stories. So today this topic, it speaks a lot to my heart. I will guide you to learn how to use your own story to attract the right people to your business. How to tell your story so you attract people that are actually interested in what you do and in your story. And let's talk also why stories are important. I would like to share with you that stories, they are the most important tool that you have to attract clients. But first, I want to tell you my story. In 2013, I did something that no journalist should ever do. I moved to a country where I didn't speak the language. Language is the journalist's most important tool because it's that what we use to tell stories, to write, to create. And if you cannot communicate, write, speak the language, how can you work? So I started in Sweden from zero, learning how to read, how to write. And one thing I knew, it was I would not let that decision of moving to a country I didn't speak the language, stopping me from achieve my dream of working as a journalist, which was everything that I dedicated my entire life to do. People thought I was crazy. I will not tell you otherwise, because imagine, Sweden is a country where it's not that easy to work already, like as an immigrant, to work in your profession, the things you have studied in your country, let alone to work as a journalist. But anyway, I decided that it would not stop me. And I created a blog, a travel blog, because before that I have been working in the tourism industry. I work in the Time Out Porto in Portugal when I worked and studied there. And it was a very tough moment in my life because I was studying Swedish, I was working as a babysitter, and every evening I would write professionally and publish it in my website, in my blog. Viajar pela Europa. It was lonely because I would spend my nights, my evenings in my kitchen table, writing, putting my heart on the text that I was writing, in the content I was producing. And I was not writing like, oh, here is my beautiful life. I was writing as a journalist would do, giving advice, concrete advice for people who wanted to visit the countries I was traveling to or to Sweden. But it was not a success from the beginning because I was too focused on being a journalist. And what journalist does? They tell a story, but they are not the subject of the story. Until I understood that what made my website, my blog unique was my story. So I needed to bring my authenticity, my real me into the picture so I would connect with people. And that's when things changed. I became recognized as one of the top 30 bloggers globally and was able to work with brands such as Mandarin Oriental Group, MGM Studios, Intercontinental, and many tourism ministries around the world. Tell me if that story connected and resonated with you. Today I want to tell you how you can choose what and how to tell the parts of your life, your own story, in a way that you feel comfortable with what you're sharing, so you're not oversharing, feeling exposed and uncomfortable, but you are using what is important, relevant for your audience in the field, in the area that you are working. So today, I want you to understand that stories, they are tools that transform chaos into meaning. What does that mean? As humans, as a species, we only evolve individually, as culture, as humanity, because we have stories. The stories are what we connect past, present, future. We only know what happened in the past because someone wrote about it. Someone told us about it. And that's why we learned something, we evolved. And that's what's going to be our legacy for the future. So stories are the tools that turn chaos into meaning. Write it down, memorize it, because today I want you to really feel that your story is unique. Your story is your superpower, and your story is what is gonna make your business a success, because it's your uniqueness that's going to be connecting with people, that's gonna resonate with you. We don't want to sell to everyone. No one can, unfortunately. Not even Google is for everyone. There are people that don't have access to Google, that cannot use Google. So we cannot have this utopia to think that we would sell to everyone. We need to be able to own our voices and use our story to connect with people that believe in what we do. It was amazing to have you here. So you see that this is possible. You can be the queen of your business, own your story, be the influencer of your business. And thank you so much for being with me today. I'm looking forward to seeing your stories. Share your story today. Take ownership of your own story. Become the queen you deserve to be. Bye.